Yes. Yeah, this just doesn't make any sense. Why can't I ever...
Oh, don't tell Lucy that. Altogether, it's her, Yuslan, me. Yuslan is probably the most gifted entropist who glory and have since then terrorized and through most of it, yes. But that... Which idiots did you have the misfortune? A beautiful truth be told, I had heard of, but you know who greeted me when I reached the corp. It was atrocious. And that's not big but philosophy and freedom of thought are nowhere to be found. It's pathetic. Oh, believe me, they do that anyway. Plus, if the only thing... Yes, but I'll leave the judgment to Aranthiel. He wants to talk... Didn't I tell you that already? In the yes. That I'm sure we'll talk again later.
Yeah, as if.
A foreigner, huh? Well, you've chosen a strange time to visit this country.
an entire division across the sea because of a suspicion is madness.
We need to find out who sent the mercenaries. This Pegast said that they were after the Signet Stone, and if they succeed in getting hold of it next time, then the Black Guardian alone knows how to stop the cycle.
The cycle. Listening to you talk almost makes me forget that all this fuss here is merely based on some bad dreams you and your Neremese friends had.
The threat is real. Deny it as much as you like, but deep inside, you feel it as much as I do.
Tila, you're a commander, and a commander doesn't care about feelings, but about facts. You have made this mistake before, Tilor, back then in Kira, and we all know...
The mission will happen. I'm sorry.
You have a visitor.
So, you are... I am Tilor Aranthia. Yes. You are here because I believe, among others, but most people are not aware. I do. And I will explain everything to you. What it means, who we are, and what your part in all. So, you are the prodigy, everyone. I am Maybe you already know who I am. My entire life, I served the gods who ruled Vin, until their death 2 years ago. What you probably do not know is that the one responsible for their death is my son, Narazul Aranthial. He hated the Lightborn because he believed that they robbed mankind of their right to freedom, so he strived to overthrow them. He found followers, formed an army and declared war on them, and thus on me, a servant of the Lightborn as well. It all ended in a battle 30 years ago, which Narazul won. Good question. The rulers of Kira, Enderal, is the... I am sure you understand this. Maybe when there were circumstances, yes. I always saw the same glaring, terrible light. Heard screaming, and I felt like I was burning up from the inside. And above all, like a veil, there was the knowledge of imminence. At first, of course, I dismissed these dreams as the delusion of a man close to death. So I concentrated on making it through the mountains somehow. 2 days after my escape, I was yes, but maybe because they thought that the death of the Lightborn had made me insignificant. I do not know. Still, even after my recovery, the dreams continued. At first, I doubted my sanity, but after some time I told the leader of the mages, Constantine, about them. And he said something that I'd never expected. I was not alone. He, as well as many others magically gifted on Vin, dreamed the same dreams. And the more we talked about the matter, the stronger our suspicion grew, which has now turned out to be the truth. The dreams, they come... I know that you... the Pyreans. 3 things. First, there were many civilizations before us and before the Pyreans. Maybe hundreds, maybe thousands. Second, the history of each civilization unfolded and still unfolds according to a pattern. They emerge, they blossom, and at some point, at the apex of their existence, they simply disappear without any trace. And third, everything that has happened in the past years, and which is still happening, indicates that this disappearance lies ahead of us. We are part of an eternal loop, a cycle, and our cycle... not identical. Yes, dramatically put. There. Yes, it does. At first we considered it, but there came a moment we began to study the old, and then, just like that, the Parians ceased to exist. They knew it was imminent, but they could not prevent it. They called this event the cleansing. They tried, but they failed. That's even though there was war in the well, yes, while I take on the role, it's just a description. Call it what you will. But without doubt, it is the truth. Your story, no. As I already said, the emissaries simply... Yes. Former enemies, I do not know. So maybe everyone can become an emissary. Or we simply have not understood. On the one hand, on the other hand, your ability, your vision, you can feel the thread this world is woven with. And because of that, you can... That is the wrong question. The correct question is, what alternative do we have? Good. However, there's one more thing. It is. If you want, there will be voices in the... It is the At this very moment, 2 novices are on their way. I have only a slight acquaintance with them. I had at the border... Oh. I do not... After the cycle... No, we are part of an eternal loop. A cycle. And our cycle is approaching its end.